Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Cartoon Soup podcast. Today, we are continuing our Batman animated marathon with Batman Soul of the Dragon. So let's just get started. A group of cultists are trying to summon an ancient god, and it's up to Batman and Richard Dragon to find their old companions and save the day. So I want to start off by saying that I think I liked this movie, right? And something I realized with both this movie and Batman Ninja is that while both movies have an Orientalist feel, and while they're kind of white savory at times, they're also just really fun. So personally, when it comes to these two movies, I struggle with the idea that while they're problematic, I also did enjoy them. And while I know that you can admit that something's problematic and still enjoy them, I just struggle with acknowledging that aspect in my brain. And because of that, I'll probably think of this more objectively than think of feelings wise when ranking these two movies compared to the other Batman movies we've reviewed. And what's crazy to me is that both of these movies have this like weird white savory feel at times, but they were both created by Asian people. So Batman Ninja was created by an Asian company, yet they had that white saviorism in Batman Ninja.
I didn't really get that same feeling from this movie, especially since it wasn't like Batman wasn't the savior though.
Yeah, you're
It
right.
was
You're right.
Richard.
I still got that weird feeling though of like casual racism at some points, you know? I won't say white saviorism, you're right about that. But like it just felt off to me at times.
I didn't really get that.
So one moment that really stood out to me, I talked about this later in my notes, but I guess I should talk about it now. So Bronze Tiger is shown to have actual character development later in the movie when he has his own dojo. But at the same time, it made me kind of uncomfortable that they made him into the angry black stereotype. Like, yes, I've been saying that if you're going to tell the audience that a character has grown, you need to show proof of this. And while they do show proof of this, I'm just kind of confused on why they had to choose him to be the angry one.
Okay. I understand that. Okay, I thought we were talking about like stereotypes and racism towards Asian people. I do
I
agree.
was
I
talking
do
about in
agree.
general.
Okay, I do agree with the angry black man. I agree with that. That's something that I did write down. I didn't like that stereotype being put in here. I don't see it with the Asian characters.
Okay, my thing is with either way, at the end of the day, this is like a Batman movie. So there's this thing whenever Batman is involved with people of other countries. Like I think there was another movie where like Batman was being trained by a South Asian person, and like there's this whole idea of like you're sharing things with the white man basically. And I think that's what really gets me when it comes to this movie, because at the end of the day, Bruce Wayne is a white man, and like it still plays into like some of the Asian stereotypes with like the stereotypically old but wise Asian person and stuff like that. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I'm seeing this within the context of like I understand like stereotypes are stereotypes. I'm also just viewing this from the context of they are basing this off of the genre of
Mhm.
like I think 70s or 80s like kung fu movies.
And black
Um
exploitation movies, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So like
and
the things that we see in this, I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand why they're here. Obviously, they're not like good, but I understand why they're here.
I get that, but some part of me will always be uncomfortable with those types of movies. Is what I'm trying to say, which is why I can't think of this movie like objectively, I guess. So why was Batman in this movie? Like, you could have taken out Bruce Wayne in this movie, and I personally feel like it would still feel the same. I think they need to add more, like, Batmanisms into this movie, because this did not give a Batman movie to me. I will say that the only scene that really told me, oh, this is a Batman movie, is when we got that backstory where the fighting master was like, you need to break this rock. And everyone gave up except Batman, and Batman, and there was this whole discussion of, like, Batman can never destroy evil. Like, evil will always exist. And Batman being like, no, I need to destroy evil no matter what. And I think that scene really gave me Batman. But other than that, I don't really feel like this movie was Batman to me.
The issue that like movies where it's Batman and others are always going to have is trying to find a good balance. Like, what was it? Batman versus Mr. Freeze. That movie sucked ass because Batman wasn't really in it. He wasn't like the main focal point. So like it didn't feel like a Batman movie. And I think this is, this skirts that line, but I also feel like there was enough Batman in it as well. And I think that because they were trying to emulate a certain genre, they couldn't have focused too much on him.
Then I personally feel like this shouldn't have been a Batman movie, because like I just feel like the main character, I forgot what his name was.
Richard
Richard
Dragon.
Dragon. Richard Dragon. Uh Weird name, but whatever. I just feel like it could have been so much more about him, and like we could have seen so many more scenes focusing on him, and it would have made this story more impactful to me, I guess. Like if they cut out Batman and just added more of Richard Dragon, I feel like this could have been a really amazing movie.
I do have to add though, I did like how Batman was in it, but he wasn't the main focal point, because it is fun to see stories of Batman where he is not like he is not the strongest, he is not the best, he is not the chosen one. That's why I like Batman Year One so much, because he's still like figuring shit out and he's not at his peak.
Hmm. Yeah. Again, I just feel like they could have still had Batman in the movie, but I feel like the way they marketed it could have been different, I guess. Like this could have been marketed as a Richard Dragon movie or some shit. I get that wouldn't like make it that much money, but like, is this money? Did this movie make money?
I'm
Either
pretty sure
way.
this is a direct to DVD, direct to streaming movie. So like
So no.
in the grand scheme of things,
Well, what else do I have to say? Okay, Mel, what did you think of the voice acting?
I liked it. I don't think I have any notes that say that I didn't.
I also liked it. I liked everyone except for Batman's voice actor. I didn't hate it. I just wasn't the biggest fan of his voice acting, but I did enjoy everyone else. I thought everyone else did a really good job for the most part. I don't know that much about Shiva, but I really enjoyed her character in this movie. Like, it's so slay when a woman is a crime boss. We need to see more of that.
So fun facts about Lady Shiva. She is the mother of Cassandra Cain, who later becomes one of the Batgirls.
I'm getting her mixed up with someone else.
Kate Cain?
Yes.
No relation. Yeah,
That was so
we
stupid.
got Bruce Wayne, Cassandra Cain, Kate. Yeah, Kate.
Wait, are they two different people? I thought you were just like making a joke.
No, Kate Kane is Batwoman and Cassandra Cain is Batgirl. No relation.
Kate Kane is the one in Bad Blood.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was
Yes.
thinking of. That's what I
The
was thinking
aunt
of.
that Dick Grayson has a crush on.
Yes. Canonically,
In that timeline.
God, the Damian Wayne verse is such a fucking mess.
Can we stop talking about how does it keep worming its way into our conversations?
I think it's the devil we can never run away from.
We need to try harder.
Was it just me, or were the fight scenes just okay? Like, for a fighting movie, I feel like the fight scenes could have been better. Maybe that's just me, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a fight expert, so I'm not sure.
Can I give you a possible explanation?
Yes.
Maybe the fight scenes that you got in Batman Ninja were so good that your views are a little skewed now. But I think these looked like standard Batman animated fighting scenes.
I think they were pretty standard too. What my thing is I feel like if you're going to do a movie that focuses on fighting, there should be some good fight choreography, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I guess.
And then my last note was on Bronze Tiger, but we already talked about that. So that's it.
Okay, so Richard Dragon is the fakest name I've ever heard. It's almost as bad as Stacy fake name. I understand that like the dragon, it has like a connection to like, there's a connection to it, but also Richard Dragon. And I know that was also kind of a staple of like those old films of just like convenient, silly names, but also Richard Dragon. Okay, so during the that like club scene when Richard first got there, you could not convince me that the club bouncer could not have jumped the fence that Richard got him to like get behind. That man was huge and that fence was only like a few inches taller than him. You cannot convince me that he could not have jumped over it. Okay, something that I didn't realize until I read the end credits, which is something that I do. The sex worker that the bad guy ends up killing, she went by Lady Eve, as in Adam and Eve. He's a snake guy. The snake is the one that convinced Eve to eat the apple. All I'm saying is I love that.
I love that too. That's a really nice touch. I just wish I knew about it earlier.
they may have said her name once, but I did not notice it until I read the end credits. Okay, so Batman gets like a love interest for 2 seconds? Who the fuck is Silver? What happened to Andrea? Where's Selena? What about some version of Talia who isn't weird? I don't know this woman. This feels like when your parents get a divorce and then you find out one of them is dating someone else and you're like, who is that person?
Apparently, this love interest is a part of the comics, but was like a really old one. She hasn't been seen in a while, I guess, from my understanding. Don't remember who she is.
I don't know
I just
her.
remember I was researching this and I was like, oh, yeah, this is a love interest from one of the really old comics.
I don't know her. I don't like her, and I don't think she should have been included.
Okay. Did she give you bad vibes?
She gave me bad vibes. I don't know her. Why is she
I don't know
dating my
that one.
friend?
Officer, arrest that man. I don't know who he is.
Okay, Batman Big Ears? Batman Big Ears.
Liked it.
I liked it too.
I thought it was funny.
Funny. Hey now.
Like funny fun. Like not laughing fun. Funny fun. Like it's fun. It's funny.
I just, it's a throwback to his original suit, and I love it. I've always loved the big ears, and I hate how in modern versions of Batman they've made the ears smaller. So Bruce gets the nickname White Rice. I just wanted to point that out because I thought it was so funny. I love that.
And the context for why he's called that, I just love. Like he just took all of the white rice and because right now he's called white rice. Like
what's it called? A double entendre? All right, so we said we're not a fan of the stereotypical angry black man. I am also not a fan of the two girls in the group being jealous of each other, or at least one girl being jealous of the other girl and not being a girl's girl. That being said, she did not deserve to die, especially by the hands of Mr. Hitler's youth.
is he canonically an Aryan child? I forgot.
He looks like an Aryan child, and that's all I care about. Listen, all I'm gonna say is, if you look Aryan and you're evil, I'm gonna say you look like Hitler's youth. Okay, speaking of Hitler, Shiva was so don't make the face at me. Shiva was
Oh my
so
god. I forgot about that.
Yes, Shiva was so slay for saying she'd throw baby Hitler into a volcano. Marco, would you have killed this cult's prophet if you only had the chance to do it when he was a kid?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I
I've
agree.
never killed anyone, so I don't 100% know. But if I was a badass, then yeah, I would.
Yeah, I agree. 100%, especially if I knew. If I knew, yeah, I'd kill him. Okay, so still on the topic of the cult. Listen, their symbol was supposed to look like the symbol that's on a cobra. I thought it looked like a wiener. I thought it looked like a little wiener drawing.
That your mind. Oh my god.
And here's the other thing is the suit that the prophet wears had the same color scheme of a hot dog with ketchup and mustard. Look at the suit he's wearing.
I love where your mind goes. No, I remember. I know what you're talking about, but like
It has
I
the
love
same
the
color
connections you
scheme.
make.
Thank you. Okay, you know what I love? This cult found a kid with weird eyes and said, yeah, this guy will make a great vessel for our god. Let's put him in that whack-ass suit. Okay, Shiva says, her look offends me. That is such an iconic line. Also, chopping a blade in half is cool and all, but it would have been so funny if instead of chopping the blade with her hand, she chopped her tit. Because hear me out. As someone with boobs, right? Getting hit on the nipple especially, that shit hurts. So all I'm saying is, and I understand that this film had a serious tone to it, but if in the middle of the fight, right, instead of chopping that blade, which was cool, yes it was, but if she went for the tit, and that's what like dropped that girl, that would have been so funny.
Oh my god.
That's all I'm saying. They had the chance to be a little goofy and they didn't take it, and I understand, but I would have loved to see it.
I love the words that come out of your mouth now.
Thank you.
Like this and you telling Ella to kill herself.
I didn't. Well,
If you haven't watched our Dreamcatchers episode, go listen to it.
no, I explicitly said that I didn't want her to kill herself. I just said that she should jump off the building. Completely
Still,
different.
I love the words that come out of your mouth.
Thank you. Well, that's it. Sorry, I don't have any more words.
It's okay. You know, words eventually end. Overall, I think this was a pretty solid movie. I just personally have my own issues around it, I guess, and for that reason, I can't really love it. But I do think overall this is a pretty decent movie, and I would recommend it for the most part.
So, was Batman sidelined in a movie with his name in it? Yes. Did I care? No. Do I feel like there was kinda some visuals that reminded me of Legend of Korra that I don't care to get into? Yes. Did I enjoy Batman not being the strongest character in the fight? Yes, and always. Was this 70s themed martial arts getting the band back together movie fun to watch? Yes. Any other questions, Marco?
Mal, I've asked you this before, and I'll ask you this again. If you had to predict where you would rank this from S to F, where would you rank it?
I rank it an A.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed this more than Batman Ninja?
What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? I can't believe you just asked me that.
I gave this. Okay, here's the thing. I gave Batman Ninja a B when we first reviewed it. However, I would probably give it a C now. And this is one of those that I think I'm giving a B for now, but I'll probably give a C later. The more I think about it, I'm
Okay.
just, I'm just being real with myself and be like, okay, what will really happen in the future? You know?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I understand pushing Batman Ninja down. You know what? Your decision is your decision.
I love how whenever I disagree with you, you get so like kind of mad. It's kind of
No,
silly.
I don't get mad. I just love arguing.
You get so defensive. That's the word I'm looking for.
It's in my genetics.
Anyways, you guys, that's our thoughts on Batman Soul of the Dragon. Our social medias are on the description, and don't let your brains become soup.